All right, now I'm talking to you about these assembly models here. This is 7.4. The two PowerPoints here, at least one of them for sure, I will go over, probably both of them I'll go over with you in a video that you'll watch on Ed Puzzle. And then this is the assignment right here, and I'll talk about that in a second. These are the three parts you need. This part, this part, this part. You're going to need to download those parts and import them into OnShape, okay, if you're using OnShape. This is for OnShape. Inventor, you can download it on the computer, and you know how to do it in Inventor. So I'm not going to worry about that, but I want to show you how to do it in OnShape. It's a little different, okay? This is the one we're doing here. So basically it shows you what you're going to be putting them all together here. And let me go to OnShape now and show you how that's done. So I'm in OnShape here. I say create a document. Okay, I already have mine ready here, so I'm going to go into that one right now. Once I'm in here, I come down here after I've downloaded. You can see I downloaded them there, wedge, screw, and base. I'm going to click on this plus here and go to import. And the cool thing about this program is that it actually imports the inventor parts, the IPT files. Those are inventor parts. Just got to wait for it to come up here. There it came up. Wait for it to appear here. There we go. I'm going to come and get the wedge. Upload. See how it uploads right there? And it will appear in a second here. Or actually, it already did. There it is right there. There's the wedge. So let me go to plus. I'm going to get all three parts in. Import. The base is next. And there's the base. And then the final one is the screw. Import. Where's the screw there? Which screw? There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, they're all imported. I've got all three parts ready to go. Okay, so all three parts are ready to go. The next thing I got to do is go to my assembly. At the bottom there already is assembly. If there's not one, you can click on that, I believe, and create assembly, but it's already opens up for you. If not, create the assembly. So I'm going to come to assembly here. Once I've done that, I come up to insert. Okay. I'm not sure why these are here. I'm going to delete those. I had done this before to make sure I knew how to do it. Okay, there we go. So now I go to insert, and I come up. So you have to click on this button right here to get the base. For some reason, it doesn't show up, and there now it does. Okay, so I click on base there. I left click on the screen. I click on wedge. I left click on the screen, and I click on screw, and I left click on the screen, and then I hit the little check mark there to make sure they stay in there. If you don't have the check mark, it won't stay in there. First thing I want to do is I'm going to grab this part. Let's see here. See how it's moving around there? I'm going to click on it, right mouse click, and go to fix. And that's going to keep it still so it's not able to move anymore, okay? The next thing I got to do is I've got to kind of look at this, try to figure out, I'm going to want this part here, but I got to make sure I'm going to go to the front view here just to take a look. You see how this is on an angle there? I need that angle part to go fit into here. You see how this is on an angle going up? If you look at this, let's go to the right side here. You can see how this is on an angle here. So I need this angle part here to fit in there, because then that's going to make it straight on top. So what I'm going to do is, the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to use a mate type of constraint. Now, Inventor's got different constraints in this one does, so it's a little more difficult. There's lots of this is a mate connector, so you can do a point. This is fasten mate. I'm not sure what that is. You can read through these things, but the main one I'm going to use is this one here. This planar mate here is the main one that I'm going to use. Okay, so I'm going to use the planar mate here. I'm going to click on this surface here. So I'm going to make sure I choose this surface here. Then I'm going to go to the bottom part of this one and choose that surface there. You can see how it's on there. And I can come over here. Do you see the rotate here? I can rotate that around. So, there, that's the way I want it. Hit the check mark, and now it's on there. Okay, you see that? Now the next one I'm going to do is I'm going to make this part to this part, but I'm going to do the planar mate here. This one right here, planar mate here. Click on this surface here and this surface here. And now you notice how it goes inside the other. Don't worry about that. Once you hit the check mark, it'll pop back up. See that? And now it's actually, see how it slides right along there? That's exactly what it's supposed to do. Now the final thing I got to do is I got to put this thing on. And it's pretty simple to do this. I need two constraints to do that. And I'm going to use this one right here, which is called the cylinder mate. This allows me to click on the center point of that circle and the center point of that arc there. Okay? So those are some. So this one here is revolution. That's the same as this one, except this one here allows it to go in. It won't go this way. It'll only turn this way here. This one here will, with this one it will only turn this way, but it won't go in and out. This one here allows it to go in and out, but it won't turn. It won't allow it to turn. And this one here allows it to go into it and turn and rotate. So it'll go in and out and it will go rotate. And that's the one I want to use because that way, that's probably the one you're going to use most of the time. So I click on that. I make sure I see that little circle there. I want to make sure I grab that circle. So I'm going to left click and turn it there. That's what I want. Left click and rotate and then I click on that point there. Let's see if it looks right. I gotta see if it looks right. See how it goes. It's going the wrong way. So I'm gonna flip it. So I click on this one here, flips it. Go and see how it flipped it going the other way. Hit the plus mark. There we go. Now you can see how this kind of goes in and out. But this part, the only problem I still have is oops. It's not. I've got made it to that surface there. So I'm gonna come over here to this again. The planar make. Left click. Rotate a little bit. I don't want that. See how the center point's there. I don't want the center point. I just want this surface here. There. See how the center. Hit that surface there. See how it's highlighted. Then hit this surface here. Let's make sure it looks good. You can see how it doesn't look like it's all the way in. That looks correct. Hit plus, and now look at that. Okay. Now this actually, if you look at this, is what it's supposed to do. See how it slides up as it goes down? It's exactly what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to slide up and down as it goes up. That's why we had that whole. That's why there was that slot in there, and that's exactly what it's supposed to do. And then once you've got this done, I want you just to take a picture of it. So just if you've got a computer, if you're on the Windows, use the snipping tool. Take a picture of it to show that it's done. If you're on, because I don't think, let me see if I can export this. Right mouse click, export. Let's see if it works here. If I do no, I can't do a picture of it. So, or hit the print screen on your Chromebook. You know how to do that. I'm not sure how to do that, but that's how it's done. Okay.